From November 14th to 21st, we're inviting you to join us for a powerful trip to Ghana. This isn't just a vacation. This is a chance to walk through the same places where many of our people were captured, held, and shipped off into slavery. So don't wait. Secure your spot today. We're making history by walking through it. Will you be with us?
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast. Family. Now, after Kamala and them, the White House called on Fat Joe to come to the White House during a time where he was attacking foundational Black Americans, literally targeting us. Y'all know he was calling us all but terrorists, angry, upset, because his people couldn't take credit for hip-hop and some old stuff. How many of y'all know he dogged us relentlessly? And when we pushed back and drove him back under the earth, with him and the other Democrat buddies, he went into hiding for a minute. How many of y'all know that? Then when he came back out, he's trying to refurbish his little career and stuff after being humiliated, after targeting us for no reason. Now, beloved, word on the streets from Foundation of Black Americans, I don't know. There's been back-to-back things that's been happening with him in the news lately. Watch this brief clip.
Rapper Fat Joe is denying allegations brought forth by his former hype man in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. After Terrence T.A. Dixon filed a complaint alleging that he witnessed the rapper groom, isolate, and sexually exploit minors while employed by his company, a lawyer for Fat Joe, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, fired back, calling the suit a blatant act of retaliation. Attorney Joe Tacopina tells E! News in a statement June 20th, the allegations against Mr. Cartagena are complete fabrications, lies intended to damage his reputation and force a settlement through public pressure. Mr. Cartagena will not be intimidated. In Dixon's complaint submitted to court June 19th, he accused Cartagena of exploiting him sexually and financially during his 16-year employment. Dixon alleged Cartagena forced him to perform more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing in the company, saying in the suit that the alleged stunts were designed to degrade and exert control under the guise of loyalty tests. The lawsuit reads, sexual acts were induced not by choice but by fear, dependency, and fraud. Each encounter carried an unspoken message: refuse and you lose everything. In one alleged instance, the complaint said Dixon's travel plans were abruptly canceled and he was stranded in a foreign country without any money after refusing to participate in a sex act. Fearing financial punishment, professional sabotage, and physical retaliation, the complaint said Dixon often complied with Cartagena's alleged demands, including unpaid labor in songwriting, tour management, and security. During his employment, Dixon alleged that he also witnessed Cartagena engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old. Dixon is seeking up to $20 million in damages for unpaid performance wages, lost per diem, stolen publishing revenue, unpaid royalties, and physical and emotional injuries, according to the lawsuit. However, Cartagena's attorney, Joe Tacopina, tells E! News that Dixon's suit is a desperate attempt to deflect attention from a civil complaint the MC filed in April, accusing Dixon and his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, of extortion and slander. Tacopina says, we didn't just sue a disgruntled former employee trying to revive a false claim from 15 years ago. We sued the lawyer behind it all. We have taken legal action to expose this fraudulent campaign and hold everyone involved accountable. E! News has reached out to Dixon's attorney for comment, but hasn't heard back.
Okay, family. So did you all see that where they're discussing the fact that he is alleged to have had certain relations with underage individuals in this $20 million lawsuit? And again, family, those are just allegations at this point. But this headline from ABC News has a similar headline, of course, that Fat Joe is accused of trafficking, fraud in a new lawsuit. A little bit of what you just heard there, but I just still want to just read it from this article. It says Joseph Fat Joe Cartagena, is that how you pronounce his name, y'all? Is being accused of, trafficking, fraud, and more in a new lawsuit brought by a former employee. Of course, you've heard reference to that just a minute ago, but the 157-page lawsuit was filed June 19th in the Southern District of New York by a lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, on behalf of Terrence T.A. Dixon, who says he worked with him for over 15 years from 2005 and 2020 as a hype man, lyricist, background vocalist, security team member, and creative collaborator. Now, all y'all, it's no reason for me to read some of the rest of this because you heard some of that in the clip, but it's very disturbing, yes? It also says that given the nature of the allegations, it says a trigger warning was included at the top of the court document, noting it contains highly graphic information on what nature, including that type of assault family. It says that Dixon is seeking over $2 million for unpaid performance wages as well as additional damages. Of course, we referred to that a minute ago in the total of $20 million that's being reported, a lawsuit. Yes. This piece also says that when reached by ABC News, his attorney, Joe Tocopina, said Cartagena sued Dixon and lawyer Blackburn back in April, alleging extortion, slander, and more. He claimed Dixon's lawsuit against his client was a blatant act of retaliation. Now, whatever it is, family, and again, we know at this stage that these are allegations, but we do know for a Foundation of Black Americans, separate from this case, don't mess with us. He literally put a target on us by calling us terrorists. And you got to ask yourself, Kamala and them's team, the White House, them had to know stuff about his little suspect past before they decided to bring him on to talk about issues that folks claim disproportionately targets us instead of coming to us. Now, I don't know what you think about this. I just know now is not the time to be coming for Foundation of Black Americans, whoever you are. Whether you're the Tiffany Crosses on MSNBC, you don't have jobs now. Whether you the Joy Reeds, you don't have jobs. Whether you the Roland Martins, you're desperate and don't have jobs. Now, mind you, I believe in being self-employed. I believe in doing for self, if possible. We all need all types of whether workers or business owners. But these individuals long for those jobs. That's why we're bringing that up. The Simone Sanders, she wanted to be the press secretary. She thought she was going to be press secretary for the United States when she went doing all this craziness for Joe Biden. We knew that was not going to happen. And when it didn't happen, she fled. Talk black to me. So y'all going to have to learn one way or another. It does not pay to sell out your own people. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it, beloved. I know you all know about the war that's going on the planet. The two major countries that's dealing with this nuclear issue, beloved. How many of you all know that there's actually a metaphysical or a spiritual reason behind it? And it's actually connected to the original ancient Black Vatican. Maybe I'm going to blow your mind when I discuss with you. Mark your calendars on July 14th for a free webinar that I'm doing. I'm going to expose, beloved, the dark ghost that's behind this whole thing. Your life will never be the same. Go to my website at vickiplanet.com to get your free seat today for July 14th.